on in, friends. I'm going to go a little bit early tonight. It's golf night. Do you know how that is? So I decided to go a little bit early. I got some things to show you. Can't remember what I showed you and what I didn't show you. So I guess if I showed you already, I'm going to show you again. So how are you guys doing? Good, I hope. Let me see. Let me get us up on my iPad so I can see what you're seeing. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, you guys. Why is that now? It's telling me my verification is failing. Oh my God. Had to do two. I changed my iPad or my Apple ID the other day, my password, because it kept telling me that something else was logging onto my account. I'm like, that's not me. So I thought, you know what? It's probably time for me to change my password. Here we are. The stylus needs to go away. It's not working worth a hoot. Ooh, you guys get on, say hi. Say hello, say hello. All right, let me show you something. Let me grab some pictures first. So I'm in a laser club, and she comes out with new stuff at the beginning of every month. And you guys, this is our fall. That's the fall tiered tray. Isn't that adorable? And then here's the little pictures like these three up here. Like these Strawberry Patch, it'd be these three. And then she did a banner. And 3 standing pumpkins. And this color is the color that I have been dying to get. And this year on our one of our new paste colors is called Lagoon. And you guys, I think that is my color. Pretty sure that that's my color, even if it needs to be lightened a little bit. So these pumpkins are part of that. And then there's a big door round. And the door round, so if you guys want any of these, I'm cutting all of these. I made the smaller door round today. That's a 10.5-inch door round. Isn't that adorable? Love it. And then I made the, let me show you the 18-inch. It's right here. So on the 18-inch, my laser isn't big enough to cut the round. So I cut the pieces and then I put them on my own door round. This is a Chalk Couture surface. And I went ahead and put those on there. Didn't that turn out cute? I still need to shade my white pumpkins a little bit. I think with gray. I haven't done that yet. And then Christmas. I'm also in a Christmas club. And they've come out with Christmas ornaments. That's the little girl elf. And she holds a gift card in the back, or money, whatever you want to slip in that little pocket. And this is the little boy elf. And then this one says Merry Christmas, and it has the elf feet, which there's also a door round with that, and I'm doing that in the small and the large. And then I did this chubby little Santa. Isn't he the cutest thing? I love him. Love him a lot. I'm just like flipping through the holidays like nobody's business. Nobody's beeswax. And then this is the girl and the boy elf. And they go on easels. And if they aren't the cutest things. And then here's one of the signs. And it has, this house is under elf surveillance. So, and then there's two others to that too. I can't remember what they are, but there's two others. There's always 3 signs. So yeah, so those are all new things. If anybody's interested in those, I cut all of them. They're all kits. These little easels are the sweetest things. They just slide. There's one that's cut on the bottom and one that's cut on the top, and you just slide those in and you have an easel. They're awesome. They're so easy to store. They store flat, no problems. So fun stuff coming down the road. Coming down the road. I love to paint fall. So I've had this base coated and waxed for quite a while. And it's birds and coffee cup, a bird and coffee cups. So we're going to finish that tonight. Hi Cheryl, hi Carly, hi Chris. I use Lightburn, yes, I do. But Cheryl, I'm not going to lie, I'm an idiot. So my brother came and if it wasn't for my little brother coming and helping me with that, I never would have, no way in HE double toothpicks would I have ever been able to figure that out myself. And he had me up and running in a day. It was amazing. And I still, you know, I mean, I know what I'm doing now, but, and I've messed around with it where I have done some things, but I have not made my own files. So that's, but I don't have any issue cutting files usually. And I can adjust size, you know, I can make things a little bigger or smaller than I want, or if I'm wanting that. Yeah, Tracy, she didn't know about Lightburn either. That's funny. She was like, when she was getting her new laser, she was like, do you do Lightburn? And I said, I do. And she's like, oh my gosh, is it hard? And I was like, no, but my brother came and taught me. And she taught herself. Good for her. So I have this already. I cut this out too. So if you want one of these, I can cut this out. And and I did the back. So that's all ready to go. These have been base coated in a dark gray. And then I just used a candle wax. And you know, I just keep these little, where are they? Just these little square, I can smell it, but I don't see it. They're those little scenty candle squares. Oh my gosh, it's right here in front of my nose. So I just go across my item. Yeah, because Tracy had used Glowforge before, so she had never used Lightburn. So good for her. She's an amazing girl. She's one amazing girl. She was doing a mentor class for a while, and we were in a group, mentor group. And of course, she was a Chalk Couture girl. So, hey, Diane. You want the small one or the large one, Diane, for the pumpkin round? For the 18-inch round or the 10.5-inch round. So these are just little flowers. And I feel like I've waxed them, but I'm gonna put some more wax on them because you guys, it's been a minute. And then these are the centers. I think if I was going to get another one, I love my Thunder, not going to lie. I love it. But I feel like I could have got something a lot less expensive. I'm going to try and find kind of a brownish color. A lot less expensive. That would have been just fine. And I haven't thanks Tina, you're sweet. I haven't killed it on selling cutouts, so I wish I could, but you know, I kind of came into the game at the, you know, not in the beginning when a lot of them did. That chalk paint didn't get mixed up very good. I just want to paint these little thingies, just kind of an off brown, it's a real pale brown. And then I'll let those dry. And I need some water. These are just, my dad gets lunch meat in these things. One time he asked me, do you want me to save those? I'm like, yeah, why not? I can always use them for something. Okay, Diane, I can do that. You just need to let me know when you're going to be around again. Geez, I got more coming out of the side than coming out of the hole. I should write down the things that you want because I forget. Yeah, Tracy's awesome. I don't know how to trace a transfer, Cheryl. How difficult is that? I want to learn to do that. Does she have a class then? Did you pay for something, or did she just help you out? So I'm painting my bird blue, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just using this blue called Stormy. I need to learn how to, and I'm just going to paint over the whole thing. That's one thing that I don't know how to do that I would really like to learn to do. I feel like you have to have a special program or something, don't you? Just gonna kind of want it to be a little bit darker than that, but we're gonna go with that. And then I'm going to do one of my cups in a mossy green, one of them in kind of a, it's easy after she shows you how. Did you have to get some kind of a program? Is it like Silhouette or something? Or is it just through your Lightburn? And did you pay for a class? Or does she just help you out? So I'm going to do one of these mugs, peachy. Oh, you know, she tried to teach me Canva. I'm too much of an idiot. She would always say, it's so easy, but you know what? It's not so easy for some of us. Oh my gosh, totally worth that. I would totally do that. I'll have to ask her. Yeah, I want to learn how to, I do want to learn how to trace my own transfers. Because I've been buying the things that I have been wanting. And you know, that kind of gets expensive too. And it's kind of stupid when you have your own laser. It's like, what the heck? This color is called Thicket. And I really like it. I got all these different paintbrushes here, but never the right size. But I'm wondering if my next color is going to be enough. My mossy, I guess it is, my mossy green. I can put the peachy one in between the two of them. Boy, that colored nice. I love that color. And that's the color I used on my pumpkins, was Thicket. Hey, Lori. You know what, Lori? I've been better. Not going to lie. I've got something going on and I'm not sure what's going on. I called my cardiologist today, but he didn't call me back. My chest has been hurting. My back hurts, like a lot. My back hurts. Like almost, I want to say almost incapacitating, but not quite there, but pretty dang close. And when I take a deep breath, my chest hurts. You know, they upped one of my medicines. And I feel like my blood pressure is too low. Too low. So I want to do a yellow flower. They did a yellow flower, a green flower, and a pink flower. Whoops, I got paint out. I don't need that. So I need a yellow. So hold please. I'm gonna grab a yellow. I'm gonna grab Marigold, I think. And maybe Vintage Pink. You know what? I don't even think I want to. I want my frame. I was going to say, I don't think I want to open it or squeeze any out because more will come out than I need. So I'll put the pink one on the green flower or the green cup. That's probably going to take 2 coats. And the green one on the peachy flower. So if you guys have time in the next day or two, this I think till 10:30 tonight, or 10 o'clock tonight, and then maybe thicket, pink on this one, no, pink on this one, green on this one, and I need the yellow. If you go to a place on Facebook called Craft, it's called Craft Round the Clock. I keep thinking I want to start doing some participation on that, but you have to get invited. I mean, you don't have to get invited, but you have to fill out a form, you know, to do it. And then I feel like, well, I think Jamie told me it took quite a while for her to finally get invited. So I don't know if they only have, you know, they only let so many, or what the deal is, but right now they are doing a fundraiser for one of our crafty friends, Sherry, and she was crafting one night and was dead the next day. I mean, it was crazy. And she's like 50 some years old. She had, I think, I read somewhere that she had thrown a clot. She had been on a flight, and yeah, she threw a blood clot, and it landed somewhere and killed her. So they're doing a fundraiser for the next few days. I think today and tomorrow, I think it's when. So don't leave me now, but if you want to watch Crafters today, or later on, or tomorrow, they're having fundraisers. So then what they do is they make a craft, and then they auction it off at the end, and all that money is going to go to her family. Because of course they had no insurance to bury her, and weren't expecting it. So it's terrible. And those poor little girls down in Texas. You haven't been feeling good either, Tina? Oh, I didn't see my cardiologist. I called him. And they never called me back. So I don't know. I don't know if I should be worried about it. Or my blood pressures are running like high 90, low 100s over, could be 60, could be 40, could be, it's never 80. It's always lower. So I don't know. You know, when I take a breath and my chest hurts, and I go lay in bed at night and my chest hurts and my back hurts, and it hurts like, seriously, it hurts like I have lifted a horse and I haven't lifted anything. So I'm not sure what the heck's going on. Must not be too important. You didn't return my phone call. They did say that it would go to a person that types it out, and then he'll get it. So, and they said it could take up to 48 hours. So then I went in on my chart, and I sent a message. So we'll see if I get any action tomorrow. They tell you not to call. They tell you that once you call, don't call back. Because they don't want you to bog up their line with leaving messages after messages after messages. Okay, so you guys, the reason there's wax on this is because I'm going to scrape it away to make it have an older look. But I think I want this to be a little bit darker. That's plenty good there. And this is going to be the yellow. My cardiologist is in Grand Island, so, but he made the comment one time. He goes, "What are you going to do if you have a problem?" I said, "Call you." And he goes, "Yes, He goes, unless you're having an emergency. If you're having an emergency, I want you to go to the ER. But otherwise, call me. So I'm doing what he told me. But you know, like Sherry, she went to bed that night, never had a clue that she wasn't going to wake up the next morning. But you know, we all that's the way it is for all of us. But still, that was crazy. No, yeah. Oh, hi, Cade. How's my buddy? Abby. My daughter-in-law's a nurse. I've just kind of, just in the last few days, but they just changed my medicine. I don't know, last week, maybe, or when Cheryl and I went to Sugar Shack and they were coming home that day. And that's when they called me and said that my loop recorder had told them that my standing heart rate was like 180. Well, then I looked on my MyChart today, and they had me, she said it went, so one of them went for 26 seconds, and I saw that I was up high for like a minute and 30-some seconds on my chart. So I need to get in there and read that all just a little bit better. I need to go on my computer and print it out. I'm one of those people that I'd rather see it. You know what I mean? I'd rather view it and see what they're saying than try to look at it on my phone on that little teeny. That seems weird to me when you're trying to. I just want my bird to be a little bit darker blue. But, you know, I just think that when your back hurts and you can't get a breath, I felt like I wanted to use my inhaler the other day, but I didn't. And when I've been walking in the mornings, it's been a struggle. And it's just that I'm so tired. It's like I just can't hardly feel like I can make my foot go one more step, but I do. But I canceled out this morning because I was a little bit nervous about it. I don't want to be dropping dead while I'm out walking. Come on, bird, dry. Do you have thyroid issues at all, Tina? My son's been saying that too. Josh has been saying that he's just not feeling right, and he's really tired all the time, and he's just exhausted. He just hasn't felt right for a while, and he can't figure out what the heck's going on. Shouldn't have did that. Now my tape won't be sticky. And then I just get tired, you know. I just go, I go to bed and I'm tired. How's my cater bug doing? So I'm going to take this scraper and scrape off some of this paint to distress these cups. And then that gray paint will show through, and that's what I want to. So that's kind of what I want, right there. So where it's scraping off is where I put that wax. Sounds like we're supposed to get storms tonight. Those are cute. So there's our 3 little coffee mugs. They're distressed. And I want to do my little flowers the same way. Feel like it's not scraping. There we go. Don't really want to take all the paint off, but you can tell that one didn't have much wax on it. That's just a good way to distress your stuff. Distress, distress. I probably wouldn't have thought anything about it except they were jacking with my medicine. So then I'm like, something's funky. But they did have me on a medication. So they have me on a medication that lowers your blood pressure, and then they also had me on a medication that raised my blood pressure. And I said to the nurse, why would you do that? Why would you raise me and then lower me? Or lower me and raise me? And she goes, well, sometimes that's just how it has to be. And I thought to myself, well, that's weird as heck. But whatever, you're the cheese, so you know. And now I think, and then I stopped taking that medicine that raised me. And I bet you that's what they're going to do. They're going to put me back on that crap. And that I hated because I had to take it 3 times a day, and I'm terrible at remembering the middle one. Who wants to take a pill at morning, noon, and night? Not me. All right. Enough about my history. My mess. Let's have fun. Whoop! Bird just flew the coop. Okay, and he needs a yellow beak, because doesn't all birds need a yellow beak? I think so. Well, I'm going to get a hold of Tracy and see about her teaching me how to trace transfers. That's exciting. I might check YouTube first. Not gonna lie. YouTube. I've learned a lot on YouTube. A lot. A lot. So this does not have a hanger on the back, but you could put it on an easel, you could lean it, or you could put it, you know what I would do? I'd put those command things. So it goes with the, well, I'm going to put the pink cup in the middle because my 2 blues are kind of, my blue and my green are kind of in the same boat. Get some of the heavies off of it. And I think, trying to decide, do I want to, I'm going to use my glue, not my hot glue. Only because sometimes hot glue just doesn't stick so well. Oh good gravy. Got some green on there. You know what? They have handles going different ways, so I probably better put my, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you just know it? And the bird's going to sit on that cup. And that's going to kind of go like that. I've been wanting to do this thing forever, and it just sits here not done. Say a prayer for those little kids down in Texas. That just absolutely kills me. I can't even imagine. Those girls are the same age as my granddaughter. And my daughter-in-law said, she goes, well, first of all, I would never take my kid to an overnight camp. I'm like, really? Because my other granddaughter is at an overnight camp. She's at a camp for a week. This week. And it's a church camp. I mean, it's a religious, it's not really a church, but, oop, I didn't glue that one down. But it's a faith-based camp that my kids both went, two of my kids went to. My older boys didn't, but my younger kids did. And they loved it. And it's still around. Those poor little girls and their parents, oh my gosh. And my husband's cousin lives in Caryville, or Kerrville, whatever it is. That's where he lives. So this glue gives you time to finagle. But it's when it's done, it's done. And I mean to tell you, it's done. When it's done, it's done. And it sticks. Good and hard. So if somebody sprinkles me out there, and Kefany, if you come back and watch this, I have numbered, what did I do with them? I have numbered, I do not know what's in these envelopes, but I have numbered them 1 through 9. So if you sprinkle my video, and it's public, it has to be public or it doesn't go anywhere, I will go look and see that it's public, and then I will mail you one, but I want you to choose the number that you want. Because I don't have a clue what they are, and I don't want to, if you don't like it, I will just say, you picked it. So that's what I'm sticking to. Now they put some twigs in between here. I don't have anything. So I'm gonna have to go outside and try to find some twigs. So I do want to get some black paint though and put an eyeball on here. So I'm just gonna grab some black paint and a stylus. Everything here is close, very close. My table is right there. And the laser is right over there. So I'm just going to put a dot for the bird's eyeball. And that's good for that. And then, let's get this covered back up. I went ahead and made a bow, and I did it out of, I could have added some peachy in there, but I didn't really have any. But I'm going to put that bow up here. But his eyeball, it's not quite dry yet. Actually, I could put it up there on the corner. And since it's fabric and hot glue, I trust that better. I should have showed you guys my apron. These are the patches that we earned through Chalk Couture, and they gave us a royal sash to wear at convention, but I didn't want to put mine on a sash. So I held off and brought mine home and put them on an apron. So we earned these each month, and I earned all that you could possibly earn. But aren't they cute? So look at that super squeegee. This one we got at convention, and this one I got at convention, but all the other ones were earned through, and this one, Tiffany, we got at convention. But all the other ones were earned through Chalk Couture. Chalk Couture is a pretty amazing company. We have a lot of fun. I'm just going to snip some of those a little bit. Maybe not. Let me see. I don't really like that. Maybe. Then I'll have to rough it up a little bit. So that's what we have, you guys. Oh, sorry. So I put some, let me grab my drink. I put just some oh my gosh, what do they call them? Jelly roll. I will totally get more use out of this than I will out of, although I would hate to get it dirty, but I'm like, I'm not putting mine on a sash. I'm not a Girl Scout, but it was nice. It was a nice thought, but no thanks. No thanks. So this is Jelly Roll fabric, and then I bought some grass skirt at the Dollar Tree, and I use it for raffia, and I kind of like it better because it's not such a mess. You can just hang it up and just cut a little bit off, and you guys, it's the grass skirt, $1.25, and then I put some sisal in it, which is just this kind of strawy looking stuff, and then I tied it with jute, and then I just left that jute hanging. So, and I think I will put, I know I will, I just have to find one that I like. Where's my, I don't even know where my button, oh there it is. I'm like, where's my button jar? Button, who's got the button? I have the button, I just didn't know it. These little buttons are stinking cute. They're wooden, and they're kind of like a flower. I wonder when, I feel like those were my mom's. I remember as a little girl just sitting and looking through my mom's button box. I think I'm going to go with that one, you guys. Look, it's just kind of a strange little center. I'm just going to stick that on there. Tracy. How are you, girlie? Are you still a designer? You did not go to convention, and you live there. What the hell? I never even thought that. You must have not be a designer anymore. Because if you went and I didn't see you, I would have been bummed. Alrighty, guys. So I think that turned out pretty dang cute. I am going to get some sticks and put across underneath his cup so that he can have some sticks. And I may even put a tag on it. But for now, it's good. So if you guys wanted to see some of the new things, I showed them at the very beginning. Go back and look. And I sell all of the kits. Anything I ever show you in wood, you guys, I cut. So just remember that. I cut it. I think this thing is adorable. Oh my God, I love it. I think it did too. Way better than I thought. I kind of was putting it off because I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to do it right. It's not going to look right. And so there it sat on my desk and on my table. And then I thought today, you know what? You're doing that. So here we are. Yeah, I think that turned out as cute as can be. So you guys, thanks so much for watching me. Like I said, if you sprinkle on this public, let me know. Oh, you had your thyroid taken out. Well, you picked a heck of a time to do that, didn't you? Like we have choices. I know how it is, girl. Stuff happens. Oh, she has it on a video. She's on vacation, huh? Oh, we never got any rain today, Tina. He keeps trying to talk to me, Abby said. My little grandson, he's the sweetest little thing ever. So I will send Abby a text. My private nurse. I might have to move closer to her eventually so she can take care of my sorry, you know what. Thanks, Diane. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Tomorrow night, I will be attending a dinner for a friend whose house she was gone camping on the 4th of July, and she came home and her house was burnt to the ground. Isn't that terrible? She got a call while she was camping that her house was on fire, and when her husband and her got home, it was to the ground. So they're having a fundraiser for them tomorrow night, and I want to go to that and participate if I feel okay to do it. So you guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for watching. And if I didn't see you on my iPad, I will comment on my phone. My iPad doesn't always pick up everything that comes through on my phone. So I will see you guys next time. Bye. It's not letting me stop it, you guys. Well, isn't that weird?